Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So we got some action going on in the Facebook group today where a lot of questions are coming up, and I'm getting a lot of questions on YouTube about this. And people are asking me how to break a weight loss plateau or stall or whatever you want to call it. So I put together 5 things that I feel that are extremely important when you reach a stall. Now keep in mind, and I'm going to say this very strictly, especially if you're following any of my challenges, I do not recommend certain aspects of this, and I'll let you know which ones. But a stall or a weight loss plateau is an extended period of time that you have not lost weight. Now that's not a day, that's not a week, that's not a month, and I know you like to think that, but technically speaking, 6 months is a stall. If you haven't made it to that level and you're at the point to where it's been a couple days and you haven't lost any weight, relax, calm down. A lot of the times your body's just resetting and it's taking it easy. Just let it do whatever it's going to do. That being said, I know I just ate some hot sauce. I'm like dying. I know I'm a very impatient person. I know my temperament. If I were to go a month without having any kind of change in my weight, it would be very discouraging and very mentally challenging, let's say. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. I also know that before you weren't worried about this. So let's go into 5 quick things real quick. Quick. I did it again. Damn. Okay, so how to break a weight loss plateau. Number 1, eliminate stress. You're probably thinking one of two things. I don't have no damn stress in my life. Well, if you responded like that, I know you do because you're stressing me. Number 2, how do you get rid of stress? You can't get rid of stress. Everybody's got stress up in their life. Okay, I get it. I understand. And that is partially correct. But on the other hand of that, of course you can get rid of stress. There's 7 billion people in this world and counting. And everybody is not stressed out. 3/4 of those people can function daily lives without, loads of stress. A lot of the times you're stressing yourself out because you're doing this lifestyle change. And you don't know exactly what's going on or what's working or whatever. If you're stressed out about not knowing how to do this, either watch my videos like a psycho, like all the time, every day, all day, until you learn every single aspect of it, or pick up a book about it, and then you're going to be less stressed out about it. Whatever's stressing you out in life, you need to deal with it. Either you need to deal with it or you need to step back, and you need to work on elimination of stress. And why I say that is because it's important that your body is nice, chill, relaxed, not super tensed up, because when something's super tensed up, it's not going to poop. It's not going to poop right. You're not going to crap out no food if your body is totally stressed out. So relax. I do something, usually if I get too stressed out, I'll just turn off all the lights, turn the AC on super cold, because that's what we do in Arizona. And then I'll actually put on YouTube on some rain sounds or thunderstorms or something like that, water hitting the tin roof, and I'll just relax and keep my eyes closed, pass out for 10-20 minutes, and you wake up and you're refreshed and you feel better. So stress management is a very big factor of weight loss plateau. So if you're going through a lot, stress, depression, anxiety, whatever it is, try to get those even keeled, and that's probably your number 1 factor. Number 2, I'm gonna put at the end, because I really don't want you to do number 2. And I know everybody's gonna try number 2 because I said I don't want you to. Let me close that real quick. Sorry. So let's go to number 3. And we'll go back to number 2. You got to remind me to go back. Hopefully I don't forget it. Number 2, skip a meal. A lot of the times, if you're eating this stuff, sweet and low, or you have artificial sweeteners in your meal plan that aren't being accounted for, or you're drinking coffee with creamer. A lot of the times that can screw you up. A lot of people don't realize when you're counting your carbs, it's not like counting calories necessarily. It's not as crazy, but you do need to know. Here's the thing with carbs. Within a week or two, you know what has carbs, what doesn't have carbs. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, you'll get a surprise, but for the most part, you're going to know. You're going to know that coffee creamer has 2 carbs per serving, and that's per tablespoon. If you're me and you dump half the damn bottle in there, there goes 25, 30 carbs. So you need to drink heavy whipping cream instead of creamer. Even the sugar-free creamer has carbs, artificial sugar, and everything. So you need to definitely keep in mind of that. If you're doing that, first eliminate those artificial sweeteners and stuff like that. But if that doesn't work, I want you to skip a meal. Skip a big meal. Don't skip a snack. You could start at a snack, but honestly, skip a big meal. And then what that will tell you is if you kickstart your weight loss again and you drop into ketosis and you're marking on the marks, you're showing on the keto sticks that you're in full keto, what that means is you're screwing something up during the day. So it's a good thing because but it's a bad thing because something needs to be altered, whether your portions are off, you're adding something that has more content than what you think it does, there's some kind of hidden sugar in something or something. So if that doesn't work, you can try, if you see a little bit of a response but not a ton, try to skip a lunch and like a snack. If that kicks it in more, you obviously know something needs to be altered with your meal plan and you're doing something wrong. Don't skip too many meals. Don't starve yourself. I talked to somebody that my son said the other day. He's like, I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna lose weight by starving myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell am I dealing with here? So yeah, starving yourself is not gonna work because as soon as you eat again, you're gonna blow up. Like, don't do that. Number 4 is be diligent. And a lot of people are like, I'm diligent. Well, okay. Do you have your meals prepped 7 days in advance? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. If you don't have your meals 7 days prepped in advance, you should. And if you're not feeling the effects, you're not losing weight, you're not going into keto, something's wrong, and you need to prep those meals in advance. I don't want you eating any extra little snacks or sugar-free things or Atkins bars. I haven't eaten those damn things in months. Or shakes or whatever. If you're not going into that, you do not deserve anything special. No, I'm not being mean, but I'm telling you, if you're not seeing your results, do not be adding stuff in. Be diligent about exactly what you're eating. Even if you have to, shrink your portions down just a tiny bit on each meal to see if that helps you lose. Maybe you're not measuring something or weighing something right, so be very careful about if that's the case or not. Number 5 is if you're working out, like if you have a regular workout regimen, which I do and a lot of you do, and that's perfectly fine, and I recommend that 100%. But if you're going too heavy, too hard, maybe you need to back it off just a little bit if you're not seeing any movement on your weight. Now, a lot of people are probably going to say, people are going to make that argument, you're going to build muscle, you're going to build fat, muscle weighs more than fat. No, bullshit, it doesn't. I'm so sick of hearing muscle weighs more than fat. That's like 1,000 pounds of feathers weighs more than 1,000 pounds of rocks. How much does this weigh? 1,000 pounds. How much does this weigh? 1,000 pounds. 1,000 pounds of rocks is going to be this big because it's really dense. 1,000 pounds of feathers is going to be this big because it's really expanded. So that's like fat is much larger area than muscle, but they weigh exactly the same. There is no difference. There is no difference other than one is a denser material. Now, can you trade off fat for muscle and you're gaining and losing a little bit awkwardly? Yes, you can. And if you're within 10 pounds of your goal weight, don't stress on it. Don't worry about, plateaus and stuff like that. You're really close. Just take it easy. Back off just slightly on your exercise regimen. If you're going, 6 days a week, maybe cut down to like 2 or 3. See what happens. But make sure you're very diligent, especially while you're cutting back on your exercise. Make sure you're keeping your food plan the same, because that's very important. Because trust me, if you're out of the gym and then you start screwing up your diet, you're going to be right back where you were. So be very, very careful. All right, now, this is something I did. Now we're back to number 2. This is something that I did, and as a last resort, it did help, and it did work very effectively. But I use extreme caution words when I say this. Be careful. A lot of us have food addictions and food problems or food dependencies or emotional eaters or whatever. If you're going through something stressful or depressing in your life, do not do this, because it is going to be a catastrophic failure for you. You need to resort back to number 1, worrying about controlling your stress management, your anxiety, your depression, what you're going through in life before you do number 2. Number 2 is do a carb refeed meal. Now, that being said, let me be very specific. I'm not saying to go out and eat Dairy Queen. I'm not saying go eat your face off or anything bad, or eat Chinese food, or whatever it is that you're thinking you can eat right now. You better cut that shit out, because that's not what I'm saying. What I want you to do is, in one meal, one day, not again, only once, and only one meal, you're going to do a positive carb feed. Now, what that's going to look like basically is, of course, I want you to get your protein. So get, 5 or 6 ounces of chicken, and you can make it slightly substantial. This is going to shock your system. This is going to tell your body, hey, don't worry, we're going to have more carbs. Let go of some weight. So 5 to 6 ounces of chicken, I would say. Let me be careful about how I answer this. I'd say some white rice, 1 cup of white rice, which probably makes about 1.5 cups. And I love sweet potatoes. Brenda, you're with me there? I know you are. She's always raving. I got sweet potatoes in my backyard right now I can't eat that I'm growing specifically for purposes like this. And let's say 2 cups of sweet potatoes, and a cup of broccoli. So that's probably going to give you, if I had to guess, 60, 70 carbs. And a lot of the times that's going to help. If you're bigger, if you're 300, 400, 500 pounds, maybe go a little bit higher than that. You can, as long as you're, here, let me be specific. As long as you're eating good, clean carbs, not bad, sugary, gross, nasty carbs. Eat as much as you want in this meal. Okay? Don't go super crazy. Don't get yourself sick or nothing. But if you want to eat 3 cups of sweet potatoes and 2 or 3 cups of rice, so be it. It's going to shock your system 99% of the time. If nothing else worked, this usually will. If you're in the challenge, please don't do it. But if you've been on your road for a while and you feel that this could help you break the plateau while you're in the challenge or whatever, hey, you know what? That's on you. But if you're just starting out, I don't think it's a good idea. I think this is something that's down the road as a continuous thing. I actually didn't do a carb refeed. And obviously, everybody's body is going to be different. I didn't do a carb refeed. I think it was 6 or 7 months. It was like the last 10 or 20 pounds I couldn't get off, and I did that and pretty much fell right off. So if you try one of these, please try number 2 very last. If you try one or all of these and they work or don't work, please, or if you find out what does work, please put it in the comment section below. Let me know what you're trying, when you try it, and then also re-update me. Let me know what worked, what didn't work, how everything's going. Keep me posted, seriously, because it's important. If I have to, I will make another video. I'll do some more research, and I'll do my best to come up with, I can probably come up with 5 more things pretty easily. These are just the most prominent that I could think of right away that I feel will get you through a plateau. If you guys liked our video, I'm sorry to blab. I know that was 16 minutes. I apologize. But I felt that it's important. Everybody's kind of stressing on that and stuff. So, stressing on that. See, there's stress. You guys, if you're new here, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you have not yet, check out our Facebook group called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. We have an amazing family there. I won't mention any names, but a couple people wanted me to make this video, and I hope it helps you. So please keep me posted. You can send me a private message as always, and if you're also new here, please message me your email or your home address, and I will send you a free bracelet. It says hashtag Be Stronger Than Your Excuses, which is also my tattoo right there, and Healthy Living for a Healthy Life, which is a Facebook group full of positive, reinforcing people. And we're just a great family. You guys have a good day. And remember to spread love, not hate. Peace.